Stop trying to be a good person. Life-changing lesson from Carl Jung. Stop trying to prove yourself good all the time. You feel tired, and perhaps you don't even know why. But one thing is clear. There is an invisible burden on you, forcing you to handle everything all the time. This burden tells you to avoid every conflict, to be gentle with everyone, and to remain kind and wise at all times. From a young age, you learned that being good is the path to success. The people who are kind and soft-hearted will eventually win. That justice and honesty are enough, and the world will recognize them. But what if all this is a lie? A comfortable lie designed to make you a slave to your own behavior. How many times have you chosen silence just to maintain peace? How many times have you suppressed your desires and emotions so that no one gets upset? How many times have you let someone take advantage of you and still smiled, saying, "It's okay"? You swallowed your anger, your pain, your pride, all for a false virtue that only made you ignored. Welcome to my channel. You are watching Memorable Stories, where we bring you unforgettable stories and psychological lessons that can change the way you think. Today, we will learn Carl Jung's principles that explain why constantly trying to be good can make you weaker, and how you can regain your power and dignity. Are you ready? Let's get started and see the world as it really is. Listen carefully. The world does not reward good people. It rewards strategic people. If you are here, it is likely because you have felt this truth in your life. You are tired of trying to be good, and now you understand that the more you seek acceptance, the less respect you get. The more you give, the less you are valued. Here is where Carl Jung's lesson comes in. Carl Jung, perhaps the first person who revealed the truth about the game of power. He understood that morals separated from reality are just a trap. Being nice, appearing fair, or honest is not enough in reality. In this video, we will speak without a mask about why you should stop trying to be good. And no, this does not mean you should become harsh or cruel. It is awareness, waking up from the dream that the world is fair and that just being good is enough. We will bring the truth to light, no matter how bitter it is. As long as you keep trying to please everyone, you will remain a prisoner of others' favors. If you are tired of being used, it may be time to learn from Carl Jung what was never taught to you and take control of your life. Think about it. Do you still believe the world values good people? Look around you. Who gets the most respect? Who holds leadership positions? Who gains respect, influence, and space? Are they the kindest and softest, or those with strategy, self-confidence, and strength? The truth is harsh. The world is not run by kindness, but by utility. Carl Jung realized that virtue alone does not guarantee success. He did not write to teach ill will, but to show how the game is played. And the bitterest lesson is, being good is not enough. Often, being good is the fastest way to be ignored. You can live your life with loyalty, kindness, and wisdom. You can give your best, help others without expecting anything in return. But the day you are no longer useful, you will be forgotten, replaced, silenced, and worst of all, no one will feel guilty. Because the world does not measure your value by your goodness. It looks at what you provide, the impact you make, and where your power lies. Have you noticed that good people are always chasing, always trying to prove themselves? Meanwhile, those who set boundaries and say no are respected. Their voices are heard, their positions secured. Because blind kindness is seen as weakness. You may end up trying to please everyone, but if you do not represent impact and results, no one will respect you. This is the bitter truth. Carl Jung said a leader should not worry about being loved, but about creating fear if they had to choose between the two. It means true respect is earned when your presence feels powerful, and you cannot be pushed around without consequence. This applies to you as well. If you always try to be pleasant, the world will ignore you. Not because you are bad, but because the world rewards only those who are powerful and effective. You can live your life based on your gentleness and kindness, but it's important to understand that people value you not for your goodness, but for your power and influence. The day your influence weakens, you will be forgotten, silenced, and worst of all, no one will feel guilty about it. That is why those who set boundaries say no and stand by their principles are taken seriously. Their voices are heard. Because blind gentleness is seen as weakness. You may exhaust yourself trying to please everyone, but if you do not demonstrate impact and strength, people will ignore you. This is a bitter truth, yet Carl Jung understood it centuries ago. It is crucial to realize that the habit of pleasing, which you consider kindness, is actually a hidden fear. A fear born from rejection, lack of love, or fear of being wrong. It is the mask you wore in childhood, all those lessons. Stay quiet. Be good. Don't respond. All instilled in you the belief that love comes at the cost of sacrifice. This mask gradually becomes your identity. And if you never remove it, one day you may forget who you truly are. Carl Jung tells us that true kindness and strength can coexist. Being soft-hearted and good in the jungle, without power, can harm you. Kindness is effective only when paired with dignity, boundaries, and wisdom. Now it's time to ask, does your kindness keep you safe, or does it make you weak? Is it your strength, or is it a tool that controls you? You can be compassionate, gentle, and courageous, but only when you reclaim your voice. When you understand that being good does not have to mean constant sacrifice, nor erasing yourself for everyone. The journey begins when you stop trying to appear good and start becoming your true self. When you understand that being compassionate does not mean being weak. You can help without being controlled. You can give generously without suffering harm. This is where freedom begins. When you know that the decisions of your life are in your control, and you will only be free when you claim your presence without asking for permission from others. Now it's time to decide. Are you losing your strength in the name of goodness? Do you want love, or do you want freedom? It is time to be honest with yourself. How long will you continue to pretend that you are good? How long will you sacrifice your energy, voice, and dignity just to meet others' expectations? This is not virtue. This is imprisonment. A psychological trap, an emotional jail, a cell decorated with false praise. You were appreciated only because you were harmless and predictable. But here is a truth that perhaps no one told you. No one will free you from it. No one will come and say, "Thank you for your sacrifices. Now you can rest." That will never happen. As long as you are ready to be used, there will always be someone to use you. It is not evil. It is reality. Reality is not influenced by good intentions. You can be the ideal good person society has imposed on you. Calm, patient, wise, always available, always saying yes. But in return, you will face disappointment, resentment, and being ignored. Or you can wake up. Now the decision is yours. Your kindness is no longer a burden. You will act with intention, presence, and power, deciding when and to whom to give your time and love, not giving what you will not receive in return, and no longer living your life for the approval of others. The truth is simple. The world respects those who respect themselves, and you will only be free when you stop asking permission to exist. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you said no without feeling guilty? When was the last time you prioritized your own needs? When was the last time you did something for yourself without worrying about others' reactions? This conversation must continue, because many people live their lives in this prison, and you could be the spark that awakens someone. This was Carl Jung's lesson on how you can regain your power by letting go of the habit of constant goodness. Now tell us, have you ever felt true power by saying no? Share your story in the comments, because your experience could be a light for someone else. If you learned something new today, like, share, and subscribe to Memorable Stories. Remember, the world respects those who respect themselves.